Ever thought about mastering the French alphabet? Today we embark on that journey. Our aim is simple but profound: to learn and practice the French alphabet. Why, you ask? Because every language journey begins with a single step, and in French, that first step is mastering the alphabet. It's the foundation, the building blocks of the language. So, are you ready to step into the fascinating world of French? Stay tuned, as we are about to dive into the beautiful French alphabet. Let's start with the first 5 letters of the French alphabet, A to E. We begin with the letter A. In French, A is pronounced like the A in father. Let's try it together. A, 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 A. Good job. Moving on to B. B is pronounced like bay. Repeat after me. B, 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 B. You're doing fantastic. Next we have C. C is pronounced like say. Let's give it a shot. C, 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 C. Well done. D comes next. It's pronounced like day. Let's pronounce it together. D, 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 D. Keep it up. Finally we have E. E is a bit tricky. It's pronounced a bit like the E in bet, but with the mouth more open. Try to mimic my pronunciation. E, 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 E. Excellent work. Remember, French is a beautiful language, and like any other language, it requires practice. Don't worry if you don't get the pronunciation right straight away. The key is to keep practicing. Listen to French music, watch French films, try to immerse yourself in the language as much as possible. You'll find that with time, the pronunciation will come naturally to you. Also, don't forget that the French language is not just about pronunciation, it's also about the rhythm, the melody, the flow of the words. Try to capture that in your speech. Imagine you're singing a song, not just repeating letters. Keep practicing these 5 letters, A, B, C, D, and E, until you feel comfortable with them. Once you've mastered them, you can move on to the next set of letters, but don't rush it. Take your time, enjoy the process. Learning a new language should be fun, not stressful. Great start, you've now mastered the first 5 letters of the French alphabet. Moving forward, we'll tackle the next 5 letters, F to J. Let's start with the 6th letter of the French alphabet, F. It's pronounced as F. Let's repeat that, F, 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 F. Good job. Now let's move on to G. In French, G is pronounced as J. Let's practice that. Say it with me. J, 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 J. Keep going. Next we have the letter H. This one's a little tricky. It's pronounced ash in French. Let's give that a shot. Repeat after me. Ash, 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 ash. That's the way. The 9th letter in the French alphabet is I. It's pronounced as E. Let's try this one together. E, 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 E. You're doing wonderfully. Finally, we've reached J, the 10th letter. In French, it's pronounced G. Can you repeat that? G, 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 G. Well done, everyone. You've just learned another 5 letters of the French alphabet. Remember, practice is key when learning a new language, so don't be shy to repeat these letters as often as you need to. You can always come back to this video if you need a refresher. Remember, the journey to mastering a language is not a race, but a marathon. Take your time, enjoy the process, and before you know it, you'll be well on your way to becoming fluent in French. I'm sure you're eager to learn the rest of the alphabet, but for now, let's take a moment to appreciate how far you've come. You've just pronounced the first 10 letters of the French alphabet. Excellent! You're now familiar with the first 10 letters of the French alphabet. Progressing nicely, we'll now cover the next 5 letters, K to O. Let's start with the letter K. In French, K is pronounced ka. Let's try that together now. Ka, 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 ka. Wonderful. Now let's move on to the next letter, L. In French, L is pronounced L. Let's give that a whirl. L, 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 L. Great job. Next up, we have the letter M. This letter is pronounced M in French. Let's practice that together. M, 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 M. Brilliant. Now on to the letter N. This letter is pronounced N in French. Ready to give it a try? N, 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 N. You're doing fantastic. And last but not least for this segment, we have the letter O. In French, O is pronounced O. Let's say that together 5 times. O, 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 O. You've done a remarkable job. Remember, the key to mastering pronunciation is repetition. Don't worry if you're not getting it right the first time. It's perfectly fine to pause the video and practice a bit more. In fact, I encourage it. The more you practice, the more natural these sounds will become. Just like any new skill, learning a new language takes time and patience. It's not about rushing through the letters, but rather about taking your time to really get to know each one. Each letter has its own unique sound and personality. By taking the time to familiarize yourself with each one, you'll be taking a big step towards mastering the French language. So keep practicing, and before you know it, you'll be breezing through these letters like a native speaker. Remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, and you've already taken several. Keep up the great work. Fantastic! We're halfway through the French alphabet. Nearing the end, let's learn the next 5 letters, P to T. First up, we have the letter P, pronounced in French as pay. Let's repeat it 5 times. Pay, 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 pay. Pause for a moment, take a breath, and let's move on. Next, we have the letter Q, pronounced as Q. Repeat after me, Q, 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 Q. Take a moment, let it sink in, and then we'll continue to R. R in French can be a bit tricky. It's pronounced as air. It's a soft, almost whispery sound. Let's try it together. Air, 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 air. Good job. Don't worry if you didn't get it right away, it comes with practice. Moving forward, we come to S, pronounced as S. It's quite similar to English. Repeat with me, S, 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 S. Well done. Finally, we have T, pronounced as Tay. Let's say it together. Tay, 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 tay. Excellent. So there we have it, the letters P to T in the French alphabet. Let's quickly review them once more. P as pay, Q as Q, R as air, S as S, and T as Tay. Remember, the key to mastering pronunciation is repetition and practice. Don't rush, take your time, and repeat these letters as much as you need to. You're doing a fantastic job, and we're almost at the end of our alphabet journey. Stay determined, keep practicing, and you'll be a pro in no time. Well done. Only 6 letters left to complete the French alphabet. On the final stretch, let's master the last 6 letters, U to Z. We begin this final stretch with U. In French, U sounds like you. Let's pronounce it together, U, 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 U. Now let's move on to V. It's pronounced as vey in French. Say it with me. Vey, 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 vey. Good job. Next up, we have W. In French, this is pronounced as du bleu vey. It's a bit of a mouthful, but let's give it a try. Du bleu vey, du bleu vey, du bleu vey, du bleu vey, du bleu vey. You're doing great. Now let's proceed to X. It's pronounced as eeks in French. Let's say it together. Eeks, 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 eeks. Well done. Next is Y. In French, it's pronounced Y. Let's pronounce it together. Y, 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 Y. Excellent. Finally, we've made it to the last letter of the French alphabet, Z. It's pronounced as Z in French. Let's say it together. Z, 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 Z. And there you have it, the final 6 letters of the French alphabet. Remember, practice makes perfect, and the more you repeat these sounds, the more natural they will become. So let's quickly run through them one more time. U or U, V or vey, W or du bleu vey, X or eeks, Y or Y, and Z or Z. You've come a long way in your French language journey. It's been a pleasure guiding you through each letter, and I'm sure you'll continue to improve with each day. Remember, every great journey begins with a single step, and you've taken more than just a few today. Congratulations, you've just practiced the entire French alphabet. Now let's quickly run through the entire French alphabet once again. We'll start from the top, and I promise it will be a breeze. Ready? Let's plunge right in. A, pronounced ah. B, pronounced bay. C, pronounced say. D, pronounced day. E, pronounced We're off to a great start. Next up we have F, pronounced F. G, pronounced zay. H, pronounced ash. I, pronounced E. J, pronounced Z. You're doing fantastic. Moving on, we come to K, pronounced ka. L, pronounced L. M, pronounced M. N, pronounced N. O, pronounced O. Halfway there and you're nailing it. Let's keep the momentum going. P, pronounced pay. Q, pronounced ku. R, pronounced air. S, pronounced S. T, pronounced tay. Just a few more to go. And finally we have U, pronounced oo. V, pronounced vey. W, pronounced du bleu vey. X, pronounced eeks. Y, pronounced Y. Z, pronounced Z. And there you have it, the entire French alphabet from A to Z. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, du, bleu, vey, X, Y, Z. That's a lot of letters, but you've made it through. Remember, practice is the key to perfection. So keep saying these letters, get comfortable with the sounds, and soon they'll become second nature to you. Bravo! You've taken the first step towards mastering the French language by learning the French alphabet. Keep practicing.